Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. So this is someone who has actually had JODI HILDERBRANDT as their therapist, and I wanted to share his experience. This is from Adam Paul STEED on Facebook. Hello Facebook, years ago I was recently married with 2 small babies attending BYU, which is also where Kevin Franke works. BYU is Brigham Young University and it is a private research university in Provo, Utah. It was founded in 1875 by religious leader Brigham Young. It is also sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I had just changed the statute of limitations in Idaho for CA allowing victims to come forward, where I spoke with the governor at a press conference as he signed the new laws. Then I moved to Utah. I moved to the married housing and joined a married ward at Y Mount Terrace, the same apartments I was born in. Now, I believe a ward is like a part of the Mormon church. Not 100% sure, but somebody can confirm in the comments. I was a pre-med student and an international relations student in the honors program finishing my junior year. Then catastrophe struck. Within months, I was single, not allowed to see my children, kicked out of school, not allowed to go to the temple anymore, so deemed unworthy and treated like a danger. At one point, I was arrested and in jail for 14 days with 4 felony charges against me. My court fees were above $200,000, almost all in the civil divorce court. I was ordered to take a lie detector test, and I don't know what this word is, test. And I had a 500-page rap sheet at BYU Honor Code office. Yeah, pretty much I was treated like a perpetrator of children, women, and of men. But the only problem was this isn't how people are in real life, and there were no victims. There was no crime or intention for one. I had crossed paths with the wrong people. Like 9 months before it began, my then wife and I had just finished a settlement with Boy Scouts of America, which if you have not seen the documentary on Boy Scouts of America, I highly recommend it. I believe it's on Hulu. So we had money and we were recommended to take marriage counseling. That court case while going to school and taking care of a baby was stressful on our marriage. So my bishop told me to go to JODI HILDERBRANDT. My then wife and I did. That was the single most destructive decision I had made in my life. I had no idea at the time what that charismatic lady was actually capable of. And second, I didn't understand what some high-up church leaders who had been watching me closely as a whistleblower were capable of to hide the truth a whistleblower could bring out in Utah with laws that would have helped victims to come forward. I'm not going to go into my whole story here, but JODI HILDERBRANDT was deeply embedded in the Mormon church with some leadership and was the main cause of the divorce with my ex-wife. She went illegally around spreading false information to my bishop, to the BYU Honor Code office, and my civil divorce proceedings about me and to many more. She had secret meetings with the high-up Mormon leaders who suppressed the CA and BSA in Southeast Idaho. This charismatic lady basically convinced many people that I was super dangerous in response to me refusing $2,000 a month counseling and asking questions in therapy group sessions that increasingly broke the cult. She totally violated the doctor-patient privacy rules and simultaneously started having a completely inappropriate relationship with my ex-wife. Sound familiar? And she took huge amounts of money from us. DOPL charged her for having a dual relationship with my ex-wife, but it was too late. The damage was done. When my attorney subpoenaed her, she had no records as a therapist that I was dangerous, so all the lies she made up about me as her patient didn't only break privacy, but were unprofessional. Today at like 5 a.m., I woke up and read the news. I wasn't shocked, and I can't tell you the flood of emotions I've had today, seeing that this woman has been arrested for aggravated CA along with Ruby Frank from 8 passengers. I never got vindication for the damage and this woman did to my life. I just had to learn to move on. I never thought I would get vindication in this life, but now all these public servants and church servants who hurt me under this woman's lies and deception will realize they were on the wrong side. They followed a truly violent cult leader instead of me. I always told the truth, no matter how ugly or what I was up against. Shame on all of you who ignored the truth and followed this lady until I thought I was going to go crazy. Shame on all of you that thought she was cool and helped her to do her bidding in the popular and easy way, the way of the new righteous. This woman is an absolute CA'er. She is a complete sycophant. Her body count of people's lives she has destroyed dwarfs any of the abusers I have known, which says a lot about me. I pray to God that the good people of this land will be capable of holding her accountable and put her behind bars for a long time where she belongs. All Jodi Hildebrandt cares about is money and power, and the irony that her, the cult master of teaching boundaries no matter what, would cross those boundaries to teach her boundaries, that she would do this to children is just unconscionable. Now we're going to take a look at some comments that were left on the Connections Instagram page who also had Jodi as a therapist. So the Moms of Truth Instagram page actually used to be Ruby's Instagram page. This is the Connections page. It has around 1,598 followers, which why is anyone still following this page? Hopefully Instagram just goes ahead and removes it since YouTube already did that with their channel. I did see in another comment that Sherry, Ruby's daughter, is requesting everyone to report this account and the other account, Moms of Truth. But I was going through some of the videos and posts on this Connections account, and I saw this comment. It was only a matter of time before you'd be exposed, Jodi Hildebrandt. I knew from the moment I met you something was incredibly off with you, something dark and haunting. You played a significant role in ruining the relationships of some of my loved ones with your distortion counseling. You brought a tremendous amount of pain to these families, including mine. I hope this situation teaches you the lessons you've been needing and allows you the time to get counseling yourself to find peace moving forward. No more pain for you or your clients. And someone replied to him, we had the same experience with Jodi and her methods in our family. We're only now recovering years later. Imagine having to get therapy for your therapy. And then this was another one. So validated after I tried to warn everyone of Jodi's method. She separated my son from us and forced him to live in the attic of a garage. Barbaric. I hope justice is served. She should not be allowed to ever practice as a counselor again. Rotten prison. And then just because I know people are going to ask, she did clarify that her son was an adult. She says he was an adult, so I had no power. She forbid him to talk to us. She held his therapy over his head. He was married and addicted to pornography. His therapy was paid for through donated funds, but he also paid thousands. This was in an article I read. This is in relation to Connections, obviously. They will ruin your family through mind control. They don't want you to think for yourself or critically think. They want to shelter you. They are an actual cult. An actual cult. They also me, so I'm suing. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Jodi Hildebrandt. She also had her license on probation, which I'm going to make a separate video about, so come back for that one. By the way, this is what Jodi's house looks like. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share.